Back in 2020, I replaced my Samsung Galaxy Note 8 with a Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G. This has been a pretty good phone for almost the last 5 years, but along with it, I picked up some other tech, a Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and Samsung Galaxy Live earbuds. I've had this tech for almost the last 5 years. I'm curious if you're in the market for a new phone, new watch, new earbuds, and you don't want to buy the latest and the greatest, but you're willing to sacrifice a couple generations and get something a few years older to save some money. Is it worth it to buy any of these? Well, stick around because we're going to examine the Galaxy Live earbuds first. Considering these bean-shaped earbuds came out in 2020 with a retail price of around $170, today you can pick them up used for around $30, or you can get some new options for around $70 to $90. So you're going to save yourself some money over buying something new. But is it really worth it to spend your hard-earned beans on these bean-shaped earbuds? The earbuds are unique in their bean-shaped look, as aforementioned many times before, and you might hear me say it many times again. The case is very similarly styled, not that large, not that small. You can charge it with USB Type-C, or you can wirelessly charge it, especially if you have a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra that you can wirelessly share charging on. Now, the Galaxy Live earbuds are pretty decent overall. They fit more or less comfortably on each ear. You use finger touch operation. Hold it on the right side to increase the volume, hold it on the left side to decrease the volume. Tap once to start or pause your music, double tap to move on to the next song, triple tap to go backwards a song. And I haven't really used the touch operations for phone calls because I like to see what I'm actually doing on my phone. The Galaxy Buds Live look interesting. They look like little jelly beans or little beans of some sort, and they're pretty discreet overall. You put them in the ear, they're not that bad to wear. They can get pretty comfortable. Of course, over a long period of time, you can start feeling them, but I didn't really feel that uncomfortable wearing these. My main thing that I've worn these on is road trips with my family in the back. We're driving along, it's late at night, they're trying to sleep, or we have music on for the kids to help them fall asleep. What I'll do is I'll have one in so I can hear what they're saying in the back and have my music playing in the side, or I'll have the Bible playing in there so I can listen to the Bible as we're going road trip. Pretty useful in those aspects. Or I do love listening to music as I'm out and about or in my office working on some stuff, and I'll use it for maybe a few hours a day, so I won't have to charge them for a few days at regular use, maybe 2 to 3 hours a day. I'll get about 3, maybe 4 days of use if I'm lucky. And the audio quality actually is pretty decent. Pretty decent highs, pretty good lows, good all-around sound quality. And although I actually enjoy them, there are some problems I've run into with the earbuds and some things I feel uncomfortable with. The first issue I've noticed is though I can hear people clearly, more or less, on the earbuds, sometimes they can't hear me for whatever reason. It's not just when I'm outside, sometimes it's when I'm inside too. People on the other side, they have trouble hearing me every so often. I don't know if it's just their phone having a problem or my earbuds having a problem. A lot of the times my wife can hear me just fine. So it could just be a connection issue, but it could also be the earbuds having a problem. And if you're just wondering what the earbuds sound like, this is pretty much what they sound like as I'm recording onto the phone. If you're on a phone call, it is going to be very similar. And this is me kind of talking a little bit louder than I would normally be. But if I come down here to maybe a few decibels quieter, this is probably more or less what you're going to hear on the other end, on the receiving end of the phone call. A little noisier environment with a speaker behind my head. Seeing if you pick up that at all. And this is me with an air compressor right behind me, the vacuums that they use to vacuum out cars at this car wash. And now the second issue I've noticed, I'm gonna take these off, is my left earbud has lost volume a couple of times. And I've gone through and I've cleaned out the earbud, but I'll be listening to it and it just gets really, really quiet, where my right earbud stays completely fine. And if I'm doing my driving, like I said before, I might have to put my right earbud in my left ear so I can hear what's happening in the back of the car. And like I just said, I have cleaned my earbuds and they seem to have worked fine, but this left ear constantly seems like it has problems. The problems didn't start showing up for the volume until a couple years after I'd purchased the earbuds. One thing I feel really uncomfortable with, if you're going to work out with these, it feels like they're going to fall out. It'd be different if you have the little nub that goes into your ear, but these feel really slick, and just a little bit of jiggling, they might they'll pop off your head if you're working out. That one just flew out. Now, would I recommend getting the Galaxy Buds Live today in 2025? Not really. For around $100, you can get Samsung Galaxy Buds, regular buds, on Amazon. Or you can get Raycon earbuds, which I hear are pretty good. They look like the Samsung Galaxy Buds, not the Live, and they run around $80. I haven't tried them. I wouldn't be able to give you a review on them, but there are options if you want some sort of wireless earbuds that'll connect fine with your Android devices, or even possibly your Apple devices if you swing that way. And not to mention that these things will probably fall out of your ears if you're doing any kind of workout. Getting something more secure like the Galaxy Buds or Raycons or even the Apple AirPods will probably do you a lot better than these ones. 2025 would not recommend. Overall rating about 6, maybe 6.5.